Hello again all, this is Eatmopie, and I am doing scenarios. They opened up a few, and you may have seen one of the other videos. But this is Eatmopie does Greenstone Village Scenario. And, you know, this is probably yeah, I don't like this one at all. This is definitely the least fun of the scenarios that I've done. It's just kind of, there's no lead in to a lot of the things. Some of these scenarios have guides that walk through and say, hey, this is what you're supposed to do. And this one didn't. And you just kind of, I mean, you can see on the mini-map you need to go and talk to certain people or save them or whatever. But, I don't know. I didn't like this one at all. So, killing some flowers. Gotta save the guy with the little bubble over his head. And we do have a healer monk this time again, so that's nice. Now, I don't want to say this is bad, because these little scenarios, they only take about 10 minutes, and you do get good stuff. This isn't a random. There is a random option that'll give you your Valor points, but this is just I wanted to test this one specifically, because I've done all the other ones. And they just opened this up while we were raid testing today. So, anyway, lots of UI errors. You gotta love that. It's beta, and I'm not sure if that's one of my add-ons. Blizzard added a bunch of new add-ons, like a black market UI, and a few other things that are actually in your add-on column. So, anyway, here we go. Killing more stuff, saving the people. I'm not sure where the hunter went, but I'd imagine his DPS is so low because he isn't close enough to me. Oh wait, there he is. I think that's him. Maybe it's not recording his pet damage. Maybe he's BM. I don't know, but he seems like he's way low and probably shouldn't be. Because I know in the raid, hunters single target was doing really well. The raid today, I mean, and I bring that up because everything changes every single patch. So, you know, 100 DPS 2 weeks ago is different than it is now. And the same with Windwalker. I mean, it's similar, but there are different things to it. So you just never know with beta, and that's why, you know, nothing matters from a month ago, because it's a lot different than it was then right now. So, and more UI errors. You gotta love UI errors. That's awesome. Hooray. I don't have any. The only add-on I'm using right now is Recount and Omni CC for my cooldown timers on my bars, and that's it. All the other ones I've taken off just because there's just way too many errors, and there's not nearly enough updates on these mods yet. So usually mod makers are all over the beta, but you know, there's only a few out there right now. Anyway, we're at the first boss, and he is the Jade Destroyer. We need to save Zoo's Dojo, I guess, the brewmaster here. And yeah, this is a piece of cake. He only has 2 million health, so. Okay, so now for the only really interesting part of the whole scenario, at least so far. We run out here, and there are little cogs on the mini-map, and those are kegs of beer, and you jump on those and roll them back to the brewmaster's distillery. I don't know what you'd call it. Brewery, I suppose. Anyway. So these little green guys are kind of annoying, but this is probably undertuned. This has to be undertuned because this is too easy. This is and I know I overgear this. This does not have the gear normalization where it changes your item levels with everything like the raid testing does. So this is actually what my DPS would look like. You know, what my health looks like, what all that looks like with my real epic gear on. So, yeah, exciting, but it does make this easy. And this, you know, this is probably more of a fresh level 90 type thing, is what they're trying to scale this towards. Hooray, I finally got one. I was kind of just letting everybody else get them. But, this is what it looks like. You jump on a barrel and you roll it back, because that's the most efficient way to move a barrel. Really, it probably is the most efficient way to move a barrel, unless you have a truck or a wheelbarrow. But, anyway, I wasn't quite sure where to take it. But right inside this building, and you're set. That's it. You need to do that 6 times. And I think that's the last one. And on to the last boss here, wherever he may be. Okay, I was wrong. We still needed one more. Now it's time to look for the boss. So we got some new UI stuff for this part. I got a keg thingy that you can click on, and blows a green mist out as an AoE and kills the crap out of these plants. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't mount. I guess because I'm a monk and I can roll. It's way more fun. Anyway, more trash before we get to the boss. Okay, I should have been using this keg, but I wasn't yet. I didn't actually read it. But it does account for some of this DPS. It does show up. So. And fences are bad for flying serpent kick. In case you didn't know, now you do. Alright, big guy should be coming soon. And here we go. Now, this guy is one of the fire spirits of the Pandaran, and I guess he's corrupted by the Shah. I don't really understand the backstory of this, but I know for a fact that he's one of the spirits that you save in the Pandaran starting zone. So, yeah, something must have happened, and maybe there will be more backstory to these at some point. But yeah, this would be a good time to use that overpoweredness. I just killed them all. I didn't need to do the spinning crane kick there, but whatever, it looks cool. And that, as you saw, is the problem with Touch of Death. Is you don't want to miss it and waste pure damage, but then again, if you hit it, you know, a few times before you can actually use it, you're not doing anything else other than auto attacking. So, you know, that was a waste of damage. But whatever. That's it. That was Greenstone Village Scenario, and here we'll go over the DPS. It is looks like 53,000, and the last boss fight was 92,900. Not as good as my other scenario that I did, but also there was no plus damage debuff on the target, where I had a Frost Death Knight in my group the last time, which gives you brittle bones, and hunters don't really do much for me, for monks in general. So anyway, thanks for watching. This is Eatmopie, and I'll see ya.